Darren Mullane. He'll have to tighten up.
Excellent play to transfer that play the way Scott Russell did. This is Adrian Campbell. He's playing on Manson, who's been selected at full footed. Banks and Foster. That'll be a great clash. Scott Russell again. Hand pass went to Atkins on to Foster. Foster, hand pass back to Wine. Very agile for a big man. Terry Wallace. Clever hand pass. Brian Royal. Simon Atkins. Good backing up. McGuinness onto the right foot. The chip pass. He's looking for Grant. He should get there. One-handed attempt. Now that's a free kick to Grant. Well, he lost the ball, then was thrown to the ground by McEwen and ignored.
They overdid the handball on that occasion. Footscray running it, trying to run it through the centre square with a series of handballs.
Half forward for the Bulldogs. Monkhorst again wins it. Up against Wine. Monkhorst's handball. A Liberatore on the bottom of so many packs. Oh, gee, that was pretty tough. Holding the ball against Liberatore to Kerrison at half-back. Banks provides a lead very short. Kerrison decides against it. Drop punt, centre wing. Wallace at the back, but Foster in the front. A comfortable mark. Saw him a couple of weeks ago. Beat Stuart Lowe at Moorabbin. No mean feat, not a good kick. Missed by Royal. Cleverly done by Turner. One of the unsung heroes of Victoria Park this year. Dacos at the back. Foster. They set it up again to Steve Wallace with a drop punt.
Lovely pass by Wallace to centre wing. Brian Royal with the short haircut for Leon Cameron. They're starting with him on the ground today. To half forward. Over the back of the back. McGuinness has got the pace. McEwen, good play. Backup support from Gapery. Poor effort to tackle from Darren Davies. Just let him run past him. Now it's Monkhorst. Lovely pass. Finds Jamie Turner at half back in front of the Melbourne Members Pavilion. Short pass finds Graham Wright. Off he goes to centre of the ground. Krasiska has got it on the rebound. On the right foot, an open goal. Manson and Campbell. Campbell holds his ground and takes a good mark under pressure.
That was a great mark by Campbell, running back.
Kick to centre half-back, safe enough. Foster's had some touches. Liberatore just chips one across to Steve Wallace at half-back. No 50 metres there. Krasiska coming in. Now Wallace is off. Goes backwards to Hawkins, the club captain. One former captain to the present one. Del Rey in the front spot. No free kick. Wine. Del Rey. Quick hands. Atkins. They've backed up cleverly. Hunter goes wide. Keenan Reynolds with a quick kick, but great pressure by Collingwood. And it's been forced out of bounds.
I don't think I've seen a team handball as much as what Footscray have done in this early part of the game.
And the funny thing, one kick, it could have been 60 metres down their end. I thought that was poor play by Footscray. Centre wing, Monkhorst and Wind. Monkhorst looking for McGuan and Shaw. Shaw a quick hand pass to Mick McGuan to half forward Banks and Foster. Foster's already taken 3 marks. Free kick to Dennis Banks. Play on the umpire calls. Graham Wright from 50 metres kicks a goal. And it bounces the wrong side of the post. But good play by Collingwood.
Sometimes that advantage rule a little unfair, Peter. I thought it might have been a little unfair on that occasion. 2 points. Yeah, sometimes it disadvantages the side that's given the free kick away because they all stop. Here's Adrian Campbell bringing it back into play.
Strong drop punt. Gets about 60 metres. Foster Banks already having a good duel. Foster off the ground. Turner with some courage there. They sweated on him, the doggies. Kerrison strong tackle on Liberatore, and it'll be a ball up. Collingwood slightly in attack. Gavin Dorr, Brendan Carlin, the umpires for today's big match. Footscray looking to get back into the 5. Collingwood to get back on top. McGuan's quick kick with the left foot. Eccleston, it'll beat him to the boundary line. And it's 50 metres from Collingwood's goal.
And Eccleston with the job on Dacos. Last time these sides met, they didn't play Eccleston on Dacos. A mistake, Don. Thank you, Don Scott. As half forward, McGuan to Tony Shaw. A wobbly one, Manson and Campbell. Now, how will the umpire see that? Play on is called. Now it's a free kick. And it will go the way of Eccleston. He's kicked it straight to Graham Wright. Backup support from Scott Russell onto Tony Shaw. Back to Wright. Wright getting away onto the left foot. A wobbly one. Banks with a chance. And he has mucked 35 to 40 metres out from goal. Very, very slight angle. Dennis Banks has been in fine form in recent weeks.
Well, Wine just couldn't make the distance he had to make up on that occasion. Banks waiting underneath the ball. He was probably sweating it out, not really realising what was behind.
Chance for the first goal of the game to Dennis Banks. He drifts it off to the right. It's a poor kick. Now, that might be a mark. On the boundary line, the mark has been taken by Manson. A not good defensive play that by Campbell. He let him take that mark, think he was going out of bounds. Now, Big James is going for the check side or banana kick. And he's put it out of bounds. Did that hit the behind post? He's put it out of bounds on
check
the
side.
full.
I don't think it hit the behind post.
Well,
check side, and really did deviate off that straight line as soon as it left the boot.
Straight out of bounds on the full, but I think he was being a bit ambitious then, Manson.
Campbell very short, gets away with it to McGuinness in the back pocket. Footscray so far trying to set things up with handball and short passing. He's kicked a half back. Kelly was at the back. Wallace's handball okay to Terry Wallace. Morwood, what a wonderful player he is. Just a little one at half back. And did that go out in the full? It did before Kelly could get it. And it'll be Doug Hawkins for Footscray to put them into attack. So Collingwood's had some chances. They've missed a couple. Royal after the handball from Hawkins. Royals kicked the centre half forward. Grant on a lead. Well, that's a splendid mark.
And considering, Bruce, that he had McEwen breathing down his neck. Now, McEwen is very, very quick over the first couple of yards, which must say a lot for Grant's speed too. The initial speed that Grant must generate must be quite sensational to get away from McEwen.
Just 17 years of age. He's kicked 46 goals this season. The rookie of 1990 goes short, and he'll get a... Oh, Del Rey didn't take it. Morwood. Well, a mistake. Turner got rid of it in a hurry. The pressure was on him, still with Turner. Collingwood will get out of it, I think. McGuan half volleys it quite brilliantly. Morwood, right. Free kick though to Hunter. He put his backside out, and Wright fell into it, and Footscray's free kick.
Bad play before by Footscray.
It should be 50 metres.
Well, it's Mark Hunter on centre wing, but they had their chance, Footscray, and they blew it. Here's Coleman at the back trying to tap it down. McGuan can't control it. Grabbed by Leon Cameron. Over to Royal. Beautifully smothered by Mick Gafer. And over the line it goes. Half forward for Footscray. But when you've got those chances from 50 metres on your forward line, you should have a shot for goal instead of taking the chance. Now, there's Monkhorst down the ground. 3 Footscray players, Wallace being one of them, and there's a good mark. And that's Denny Del Rey. As out mark, Shane Morwood read that well.
Well, he's particularly strong overhead, Del Rey. He's got deceptive speed. You can see a solid customer. He came from Williamstown this year.
And he's a pretty good kick of a football too, Don. He kicked a lot of goals in the VFA in Melbourne. And has been in fine form in recent weeks. Played it pretty well against St Kilda. Danny Del Rey. So give them a lift if he kicks this goal as he stabs at it. It's drifting. And I think it's a goal, all right. Yes, goal to Del Rey. First goal to Footscray.
Well, it's been a long time coming, a goal. We'll have to wait till near the 10-minute mark. And Footscray would have had a lot more possessions than what Collingwood have done. They're using the ball very, very short. It's not to their advantage. But they're trying to create a loose man.
6-2. Footscray by 4 points over Collingwood. Del Rey, the goal scorer. Monkhorst wins at the shore. Handball by Terry Wallace. It's going to be interesting in the trenches today. Kerrison's kick. Oh, good mark by Banks. Foster had some kicks very early, but Banks has done a bit in the last 5 minutes. Taken the most of an opportunity this year. I think a lot of people thought Banks would be struggling. He's on the edge of the centre square. Drop punt, gets some distance. Manson the target. Wind in the front spot. Hawkins getting well back from centre wing. Cameron, poor bounce for him. Didn't really attack it with confidence, and it'll be a throw in at half back.
Well, Footscray certainly at this stage are putting themselves pretty well. Big crowd, finals type atmosphere, important game for the Bulldogs in particular, and of course top spot for Collingwood at stake. Here's McGuinness. Back-up support from Hunter. McGuan should mark. He does, and he can get clear. The short pass is on. Manson was the target. Punched away by Campbell. Here's danger. Barwick to Manson. From Steve Wallace. Oh, he went in hard after that, Wallace. There's Keenan Reynolds to Eppleton. Good defensive play by the Bulldogs. They're desperate. And they force it over the line, and they're getting the applause of their supporters for that effort.
Collingwood deep in attack. They've been there for a fair bit of this term. Just 2 points to show. Manson over the back. McGuinness. Strong left foot. Kelly missed it. Hawkins. Atkins. Just short. Del Rey. It's going to be a big duel here in Morwood. Atkins again. Not a lot of advantage there. Good kick though to Grant. Now will he attack the goal front? Cameron leading. Del Rey's leading into the goal square. That's where he should kick it. Touched off the boot. Gay for Del Rey, and he should kick a goal, and he's at the post. 1 goal, 1 to 2 points. It's the Bulldogs by 5 points.
Well, 2 mistakes on that occasion. I thought that Grant could have kicked the ball a little harder to give it to Del Rey. In actual fact, Del Rey could have marked that had the ball gone a little further, and that kick by Del Rey was a bad mistake because he really didn't have any pressure. He only put himself under pressure on that occasion.
Well, the only thing the youngster is lacking, Chris Grant, is a little bit of penetration in his kicks at times. Here's Morwood. Well done by McGuinness with pace. Del Rey and McGuinness raffle this one. A quick hand pass. The centre wing. Coleman. Hand pass comes over the top to Scott Russell. That was from Krasiska. Up to the forward line. James Manson tries to get a hand pass to Dacos. Tapped on by Eppleton was good defensive play. And the Bulldogs crash it out of defence. Back-up support from Leon Cameron as he hooks it around the corner. Terry Wallace should mark and does so. Footscray looking good. Brian Royal to the half-forward line. Liberatore and Kerrison. And that could have been a free kick to Liberatore. He was dragged down and the umpire said exactly that. Liberatore getting around onto the right foot, brings it to half-forward. No one there for Footscray. Mark taken by Kelly.
Handball to Gafer. Back to Kelly, the 1-2. McEwen, if he wants him, very short at right angles. Decides against it. Drills it to McGuan. Good kick. It had to be spot on, and it was. So McGuan called to play on. Backing up Mullane. The raging ball through the centre. Drop punt. Dacos Manson on a lead. No free kick. Wallace runs backwards. But this will be safety. Cameron should take it. It's a good bounce. And good shepherding by Hunter. 2 bounces for Cameron. Then the drop punt. Coleman the target. And a strong mark against spirited opposition from Kelly.
Very strong mark by Glenn Coleman. He's been a great buy this year. Coming from the Swans, Terry Wheeler was criticised for that move, but it's paid off. He's had a good year. Monkhorst, great mark.
Well, he's showing a lot of confidence, Monkhorst. He's really starting to launch himself into the air the last couple of weeks.
McGuan, will-o'-the-wisp type player. He's all over the place as he goes to half-forward. Barwick, use of the body. He's too strong on that occasion for Keenan Reynolds.
Back on the forward line, Barwick. He's been playing in the back pocket the past 2 weeks.
Well, one of the features of Doug Barwick's game, of course, is his kicking. This time he doesn't go for the long one. McGuan's getting a lot of room. They'll have to mark him onto the left foot. Manson against Campbell. Good disciplined play by Campbell. Manson in off after it again. Liberatore in the back pocket. Should head for the line. Sensible play by Tony Liberatore, and over the line it goes. Footscray lead. Low scoring game. 1-1 to Collingwood. 2 points.
Little men doing pretty well for Footscray. Royal, McGuinness and Liberatore. McGuan as a follower getting lots of kicks for Collingwood. Wines tap down. Here's Dacos. He usually kicks these. Not this time. And it's out of bounds on the fall. Well, you'd nearly back him in from there, Dacos.
No one on the mark, Bruce, if he moves quickly.
Campbell, and he can give it quickly away, and he does. Foster. Atkins. Some space here. Atkins from half-back with a long one. Coleman at the back. Came through Monkhorst. Coleman has to try and crash through. He couldn't do it. Mullane. Turner. Now Collingwood can set it up. Turner in the centre square with a long drop punt to centre half forward. Reynolds. Russell. Barwick.
Gee, that was clever by Russell.
My word, and the beauty about him, Peter, is the fact that he can read the ball as he did on that occasion. He did it last week up in Sydney. Read the ball from 30 metres away and went in and kicked a left foot goal. A very good kick for goal last week. On that occasion, he read it, summed up the situation, and a nice left foot chip across to Barwick.
Loves kicking goals, Doug Barwick. 30 metres out. Not much of an angle. Drop punt. And he has missed. Well, I said before you'd back Dacos in around his body. You'd back Barwick in from there normally. I wonder if that's an ominous sign. It's Footscray 1-1, Collingwood 3 behinds.
Well, they've missed a few at that end of the ground. Maybe there's a swirling breeze. Graham Wright couldn't take that mark. Over the back is Banks. The short one is on, or Wallace waited back then and let Monkhorst take it. Monkhorst on to McGuan. McGuan straightens up on the left foot, hooks it back, and I think he's missed. Yes, he has missed to the right-hand side. And I thought Steve Wallace could have spoiled Damien Monkhorst a moment ago.
Campbell. Lead from Steve Wallace. He found some space then. Cameron gives him a lead at centre wing. Nice kick, and the young fellow, the 17-year-old, really ran for him. Awkward looking style, but gets some distance. Coleman in the front spot. Good smother from behind. Liberatore with quick hands to McGuinness. Grant on a lead. McGuinness attacks the goal front. A very good kick. Wallace at the back. Davies caught. Good tackle by Morwood. Monkhorst on the ground. Royal. Left foot snap. Looks good. It is. It's 2-1 to 4 points. And Royal gets his first.
Well, they are doing very, very well up in the goal square or on that full forward line. I'm impressed with the way they're attacking it, Footscray. Royal, his first. It's only Collingwood second. Only 2 goals scored in this quarter. I know it's only early days yet, but they're very impressive, the little fellows at Footscray.
Nine points to margin. Footscray playing particularly well. And it's those little men. Here they come again. Cameron, class player, receives from Terry Wallace. The full forward. And a good... No, the mark was dropped by Gaffer. And now...
Oh, it's been paid.
Oh, he paid the mark, did he? Well, a hand pass onto McEwen. McEwen to the half-back line. Mullane and Hawkins. Hawkins in front. Mullane with strength. Good play, but it's all Footscray. Wine is a very mobile big man. Goes back to Hawkins. Onto the left foot, Doug Hawkins to the half-forward line, and he puts it out of bounds on the full. That's got good play by the captain. Free kick down there to Shane Kerrison.
Sun breaking through. Beautiful day for football in Melbourne. Big crowd and a great atmosphere. Coleman with a splendid mark from the side. Then on the up to Terry Wallace. Drop punt to Chris Grant. Outnumbered. Little sandwich job there with Kelly and McEwen. And the 17-year-old just out position. McEwen.
3-1, Bruce, then.
To Kelly. He really runs out of room in the end. Gaffer was backing up. Barwick. Reynolds at the back. Wallace, very good hands there. Foster breaks Francis's tackle easily. And then with a very strong kick, Davies at the back. McGuinness normally kicks these on the run. Left foot, McEwen gets back, and Morwood very short if he wants him, and that's where he'll go.
Yes, bad miss by McGuinness, an open goal, and I think he just miskicked it. Morwood to the half-back line, Kelly. Liberatore takes the mark. Oh, he's going short, but it'll come off. Krasiska, centre wing. Haven't got their free-flowing style going at the moment. The kick to the centre could be dangerous. Taken by Tony McGuinness. Onto the right foot. The leader's on by Grant. Oh, is that a free kick in the back? Umpire didn't think so. McEwen. Hand pass. Graham Wright with great skill. Gets away. Opportunities being missed by Footscray on that forward line. Mullane. Tony Shaw. Good backup support. Jamie Turner. Now he's waiting for someone to come past instead of kick it. Now kicks short and finds Barwick. He should be able to land this right down the goal square, Doug Barwick, with his kicking ability.
Well, they've no leads, Peter. He's looking for something.
Well, Manson's not a leader, really, but here's Krasiska now. He's got the chance. From 50 metres, Gavin Krasiska straightens up. And the long kick. A little bit to the right. So another bad miss by the Magpies. They're wasting opportunities just as much as Footscray is.
Well, it's his 20th point for the season. Krasiska, 11 goals, 20 he's kicked.
Campbell to Royal. Well, I don't think Francis had a kick so far for Collingwood. Royal, McGuinness and Liberatore have been very busy. Gaffer. Still Gaffer. Mullane. What a season he's had. To centre half forward. Reynolds all too easy that time. On the 50-metre square defending.
It's going to be Collingwood's big problem, that forward line, Bruce.
Del Rey on a lead. Just taps it on for Terry Wallace. Good tackle though by Kerrison. Liberatore on top of it. Turner looks for a free kick. He's playing very well, Turner. Just a short one to McGuan. McGuan can attack from here. Torpedo doesn't quite get it on Manson, but well done Wine to get back. And the big fellow does very well. High kick. Cameron's got to wait for it, but he waits long enough and takes it, and Cameron's off with a short one to Terry Wallace.
Was that 50?
It should have been 50, Peter. If they're consistent, the umpires over the pass.
Terry Wallace to the half-forward line. Coleman and Kelly having a terrific battle. Kelly punches it over the line out of bounds. But I'm very impressed by that big Scott Wine. For his mobility for a big man is sensational. 2-1, plays 5 points. So plenty of chances to Collingwood. Oh, there's a... could have been a free kick against Monkhorst. Scott Russell, very impressive. To Tony Shaw. Around the corner, Foster and Banks punched away by Reynolds. The bounce eludes all the players. Tony Shaw, a lot of people thought that was a throw. Liberatore, danger for Collingwood here because Stephen Wallace has got it. He's gone wide to Grant. Grant McEwen. Grant should mark and does.
Good running by Wallace on that occasion. Also a good handball from Liberatore, a wide handball. That's a better handball, and if Footscray can use that type of handball, it's far more constructive than the short ones they have been using.
Well, they're looking good, Footscray. Now, I said earlier, the only weakness in his game, Chris Grant, has been the depth of his kicking at times. Should make the distance. 45 metres. There's the kick. It's coming back. And another poster. So that's 2 posters to Footscray, so that is rotten luck.
14-5. McEwen to bring it back in. Collingwood's had 5 scoring shots, Footscray 4. But Footscray doing very well in this first quarter. Mullane provides a lead for McEwen. McGuinness goes with him to stop it. McEwen with a torpedo and gets some distance. Wind against Monkhorst, 2 of the young Turks in the league. Atkins, Del Rey with a bit of time round his body. Grant and McEwen, and not a good kick by Del Rey.
He's surprisingly quick as against fast for his size, Del Rey. You know, the way he can get the ball on, sum up a situation, he doesn't get caught with it.
Forward pocket for Footscray. Coleman trying to grab it out of the air. The little men are worrying them. Davies snapping at goal. He's put it through. Footscray are on fire. Good goal to Darren Davies after a very quick hand pass. Footscray 3-2-20. Collingwood 5 points.
Well, really, they should be further ahead, Footscray, for the amount of play they have had, but they're starting to capitalise now, and that was a great goal by Davies, former Tasmanian. A bit of a rap for him. It was a pity he wasn't in the side earlier, but obviously his form not good earlier this season, but a very talented player nonetheless.
Back to the centre. We have Morwood to the half-forward line. Good play that by Mark Hunter. They're playing with plenty of adrenaline at the moment. A beautiful pass. Terry Wallace, can he get in the hand pass to Coleman? He can. Coleman at the 50-metre line sets it up for Grant. Grant, he should mark, yes! Oh, Footscray playing well. Top mark by young Chris Grant right in front of goal.
Good play by Wallace also to get it across to Coleman, and a good kick by Coleman. On that occasion, McEwen caught in front, just could not get back. Grant realised the situation. He had Gaffer bearing down on him, but held his ground.
Well, he's yet to score a goal. He's had plenty of chances. Chris Grant from directly in front. Should not miss this as he kicks. No doubt about that. 4th goal on the board for Footscray. They are careering ahead. 4-2-26. Footscray. Collingwood shell-shocked. They remain on 5 points.
Well, obviously he's done a little bit of weights, Grant, because this is the first time I've seen him since earlier in the year, and you can see there his pectoral muscles are starting to develop, mainly because he's been lifting a lot of weights, probably bench presses, and also the bicep and tricep. Not to mention the deltoids.
26-5, 4-2 to 5 points. What a start for Footscray. Just a couple of minutes for Collingwood to get a goal in this first term. And I haven't got the record book with me, but I wonder how many times in a quarter this season they haven't kicked a goal. Be very few. Well, they've got 2 minutes to rectify that. Terry Wallace, what a wonderful player he is. 4 times club champion, twice at Hawthorn and twice at Footscray.
Big heart.
Well, he's enormous heart, hasn't he? Drop punt. Coleman the target. Kelly at the back. Royal. Kelly for the safety of the line.
Oh.
And he'll get away with that one.
Bruce, the problem with, or the advantage that Footscray have got at this stage is the marking of both Coleman, Grant and Delray on the forward line.
And Don, their little men are feeding off them pretty well. You notice every time Coleman goes for it, he's got one of the mosquito fleet there to take it. McGuinness having a brilliant first quarter, though he misses there. Why he didn't attack the goal front.
Exactly right,
One
indirect,
kick.
exactly right, but this is the way they've obviously been programmed.
One kick would have put that in the goal square with Grant.
And you've got better than a 50% chance with Grant at the moment. So it's 4-2 to 5 points. Monkhurst, Liberatore, they're being outrove Collingwood. A high one, this will be difficult. Grant and McEwen. McEwen does well. Two-fisted away. Atkins. Davies. Well, he couldn't break Kelly's tackle. McGuan went to ground. Still no free kick. Letting it go. And
Just watch Liberatore then. That was a terrific tackle from the little fellow. I watched him earlier in the centre of the ground too. The way he put his body in after the ball. That occasion he went after the tackle. Good effort.
Well, he's a great tackler, one of the best in the competition. In fact, I think he's had the most. There's McGuinness, who's playing. He is playing pretty well, Tony McGuinness. They normally tag him at the moment. Tony Shaw is picking him up, but he's finding it hard to stick with him.
he's had 7 kicks and 1 handball.
Yeah, he's played well, McGuinness. Just messed it up a couple of times. There's Davies holding the ball. Is it? Gee, the umpire's really putting away the whistle. McGuan, not sure to do with it. What to do with that. Foster at the back. Punches. Dennis Banks. Oh, they're in all sorts of trouble. Collingwood. Francis. And they're just not doing anything right.
There's no confidence there in their style of play. Last week, I thought they were very good, Collingwood, the way they'd regroup at half-back or the back line. It's a quarter time.
And Footscray leads. 4-2-26. Collingwood 5 behind. It's 26-5 at quarter time.